Okay, this is gonna be our new schedule for the next couple of weeks, okay? Hi friends. So today I'm going to be sharing our current homeschooling schedule, what's been working for us for the past week that my children have been here at home and I'm homeschooling them. But before I get started, I just want to say that I am praying for all of us, this entire globe right now, that first of all, that everybody's safe, everybody's healthy, everybody is using common sense and precautions. Right now, this is unprecedented. So, nobody really knows what to do actually during this time, but the best bet is just to stay put and take care of your family. Of course, that's the main priority, is to take care of your family. I have lots of videos coming up on all about this, kind of like being in survival mode. Everything from money to teaching our children to managing our households right now, because it almost feels like we're just in this crazy dream and we're at a standstill. So I'm just going to be sharing with you now over the next several videos, just like, how my family's coping with it, what we're doing, what's working for us, and hopefully be just, something positive for you guys. So I just want to say that first. So my children have been home from school since last Thursday, and it's been crazy. It's hard for me to explain to my children what's going on. They kind of know what's going on, but they don't know the severity of it. They don't understand why going to school. I basically told them that it's a virus that can make people really sick, and because of that, we can't go to school and spread germs. So we have to stay at home. But still, it's hard for my 5-year-old and my 8-year-old to really fully comprehend that. So I've been making it, as normal as I possibly can here at home. The best thing for me has been to get my children on a schedule so that they know exactly what's happening for the day, because they're in their mind, they're just like, well, why am I not going to school? Can I just play on my iPad all day? Like, I just, the first day, I'm not gonna lie, girl, it took a minute. I was like, they were on their iPads a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if that's what you have to do to cope, then you got to do what you have to do. But I noticed that once I got them on a schedule, things started flowing a lot better. Now, I know not all of us can work with our children one-on-one. Some of you guys are working from home. Some of you guys are waiting to go back to work. Some of you all are off of work with no pay. Again, I have lots of videos coming about all of that and how to deal with that. I do all of my work after my children go to bed. That's when I, do work on my online business. I film these videos after they go to bed because it's hard for me to do it while they're at home. But I will have some tips later on the video for people who are working from home, who have to work, and then also have their children have to do schoolwork. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys what their schedule is. First of all, I'm using this parent planner that one of my subscribers, Candace, hey girl, if you're watching, she sent it to me because her Aldi had them on clearance for like $3. So she sent me one, which was so sweet of her. Thank you so much. And I thought this would be the perfect way for me to start using it. So first, let me explain. I have a second grader and a kindergartner. And so with my daughter, both of them, they go to the same school, but my second grader, Zara, she is doing online classes through Zoom and Google Classroom, whereas Ava, all of her work was just sent home, and it's up to the parent to just kind of work with them to get through it. So their schedule, I have it in 30-minute blocks because first of all, that's how Zara's classes are set, and that is how much time Ava can give me, without her getting anxious or just wanting to do something different or, just kind of over it kind of attitude. Now, if your child could sit for longer, girl, more power to you, but I know my 5-year-old, after about 30 minutes, she's ready to move on to the next. So the girls wake up at 7:30, and I explain to them what their schedule is for the day. This is all new to them, and when my children don't have structure, they kind of get like nervous, like, what's going on, mommy? Is everything okay? So I explain to them, everything's fine. This is going to be our new schedule for now. We're going to wake up at 7:30. We're going to have breakfast at 8. Zara's online classes are in 30-minute chunks, and then she has a 30-minute break. And so that's how I'm doing it with Ava as well. But if you have a child who maybe needs help like, I don't need to sit with Zara for her online class because her teacher is teaching them online and she has a Chromebook that she works with. But if you have to sit with both of your children to get through their schoolwork, I would suggest staggering it and then breaking it up. So while Zara has her online class, Ava would have a break, and then when Zara had her break, Ava would have her online class. But because I don't need to sit with Zara for her online class and I only need to sit with Ava, I have them on the same schedule. I hope that makes sense. So then we have online class, so for Zara, and reading for Ava, and then a break. And then at 9:30 we have an online class for Zara, writing for Ava, and then a break at 10. 10:30 online class and math for Ava, break at 11. 11:30 online class, and then busy work for Ava. Now I have lots of different things for Ava to do that's busy work, things that she likes to do, different reading comprehension things that she has to cut the picture out and put it in order, or filling out a number chart, or connecting the dots with numbers. She likes that kind of stuff, and I have lots of printouts. There's lots of websites that you can utilize, from YouTube to Teachers Pay Teachers for free, that you can download these printables and print them all out. Then they have lunch/recess at 12, and then at 1 o'clock we have read alouds. 1:15 we have independent reading. 1:30 we have art, and there's this website called Art for Kids that the girls love. They literally teach you how to draw. We do it together and they love it, or they even do it by themselves. I just pull it up on their iPad and I will cast it to the television, and then they draw whatever video I pull up. It's really great. I will leave a link for their channel down below. 2 o'clock they have free play. 1:30 they have iPad time. At 3 o'clock we watch a movie, between Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix. They pick something. 5 o'clock I try to have dinner. 6 o'clock we have family time. 7 o'clock it's a bath / our nighttime routine, and then 8 o'clock it's bedtime. Now it took a couple days for my girls to get the hang of this, but once they got the hang of it, it started really flowing. Again, every morning I would say, okay girls, this is a schedule for the day. Zara, you have class at 8. You know, Ava, we're gonna go down and do this at 8, and then we have our break. And you know, I wrote it on a piece of paper for them to have as well, and I highlighted it for Zara. Ava doesn't really, she just goes with the flow kind of, but Zara, she likes to know what's going on, so I make sure that she's informed. They both have their different spaces. Now I know not everybody has space in their home to have 2 different learning spaces, but I had to separate them because Ava could be a little bit of a distraction to Zara during her online class. So Zara's upstairs in the playroom / learning room. She's sitting at her desk where they typically do their homework, and then Ava, I have her downstairs in their little breakfast table. I have all of her work there printed out, ready to go. I just keep it there so that I know exactly where it is when it's time for us to do some sort of learning. Now again, we don't follow this to a T every single day. Some days we don't do art and they just want to dance or something, and we'll do that. Or every day they do have iPad time, girl, I'm not gonna lie. And listen, it is what it is. You got to do what you have to do to get through this, but they do have iPad time every day. Sometimes they don't watch a movie. Sometimes they'd rather just play with their toys, and we do that sometimes. But every day I try to at least get that learning in the morning from 8 to 12. Sometimes Ava won't give me full 30 minutes. She'll sometimes give me 15 minutes, and then she has time to play because, you know, with kindergartners, they're used to being around their friends and interacting with their friends. At least my kindergartner is, and without her friends here, you know, it's hard. I let them both call their friends on the phone number. Luckily, I'm in contact with a lot of the parents, and Zara is able to FaceTime some of her girlfriends, and Ava is able to call some of her girlfriends. So it's nice that they can talk to their friends just to, you know, so that they know everybody's okay. I try not to keep the news on because the news can be overwhelming, especially for Zara, because she can understand what they're saying. Not that Ava can't, but she understands it a little bit more, and she'll start getting worried. So I don't keep the news on, and we just go through the day, you know. And again, you don't have to have a perfect schedule. This is not a perfect schedule, and we don't follow this to a T every single day. But I wanted to have some sort of structure around this new homeschooling way that we're going to be living for the next several weeks, so that they understand and they know what their expectations are from me, and what my expectations are from them, and really from my husband and I both. So that's basically what we do. And so now I'm going to show you guys how it looks in action. Good morning, my little princesses. They sleep with this. I have to sing a little song. It's their wake up song. And since we're homeschooling, we're going to change it up a little bit. It's time for homeschool. It's time for homeschool. You all are queens in training. Good morning, baby. Daddy already got up. for the day. It's 7:30. Usually the girls get up at 6:30 to get ready for school. Their online class starts at 8:30, so I want to get them up, let them pick out their clothes, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, and all that before online class starts. I'm so excited for you, baby. You get to take your first online class today, my big girl. Oh, my babies. Ava, we get to do online class, baby. Oh, brush your teeth, wash your face. The girls are finishing brushing their teeth and washing their face. Ava wants hard-boiled eggs for breakfast, and Zara wants an Eggos. While the girls are eating their breakfast, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself ready. Just brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed. Oh, so this is gonna be Zara's online learning space. She has her Chromebook here. We're gonna open up the blinds. Right now it's about 8:20 and her class starts at 8:30. Okay, this is gonna be our new schedule for the next couple of weeks, okay? So listen, we're gonna get up. I'm gonna make you guys a little time schedule. We're gonna get up at 7:30. We're gonna get dressed, eat breakfast, okay? Then Zara, you have online class from 8:30 to 12, okay? And Ava, you'll have class from 8:30 to 10, okay? Now listen, then after your class at 12, we're gonna have lunch and recess from 12 to 1. Then at 1 o'clock, we're gonna do read alouds. Then we're going to do some art class, and then independent reading, okay?
Wait, how does art class?
You'll see when it's art class time, okay? Come on, let's get on the computer. Ava's having a little playtime while Zara has her class upstairs. Zara, you know, I don't want to be a distraction to her class, and I have work for Ava to do. She kind of flies through it though pretty quickly. That's just how my kindergartner is, so that's why I'm giving her a little bit of playtime while I make my breakfast and coffee, and then we will sit down. It's like work that I do with her, but then I also have busy work with her that she likes to do. She likes to do connecting the number dots up to 100, those to make a picture. So I have some of that for her, some matching, filling in the 100 chart, and I'll show you guys everything that I get. And if you don't have or everything that we're gonna do, if you don't have any resources at home, a great resource is Teachers Pay Teachers. They have a lot of free resources on there. All you have to do is print it out. And then even if you don't have a printer, there's lots of websites that your child can do from your laptop or either from your phone that you could do. And I will list some of my favorite ones down below, but honestly you can Google just like reading, writing, math for kindergarten, and a whole bunch of different websites, free and some free and paid will pop up. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself breakfast, and then we'll get to work. So Ava's getting ready to do her work. These are called sentence fixers, and essentially she has to circle what's wrong with the sentence. Yep. You want to tell everybody what's wrong, baby? Okay. What's wrong with the sentence? No, I'm holding it, baby. What's wrong?
Room is not spelled correct. Black is not spelled correct. And this is supposed to start with the
what?
Capitalized letter.
Good. And what else is wrong with the sentence?
It doesn't have a period.
Very good. Okay, let's write it correctly, okay?
Okay.
So like stuff like that, I get that off of Teachers Pay Teachers. I think the shop is called Lucky Little Learners. I'm also gonna be going over the first grade sight words with her. And I have a book here for her to read. And then when it comes to math, I do this at home with her, Singapore Math outside of school. She works through this workbook and she enjoys it. It's she really likes that. Then we'll do 2 reading pages from the reading lessons book. And stuff like this she'll do. I think I pulled another. Either this or this. This is all from Teachers Pay Teachers, guys. And if you need like busy work, if I need her to do busy work where I'm not sitting with her, I have like this where she's gonna cut those out and then match the blend with the rest of the word. Something else that she really likes a lot for busy work is, hold on,
connect the dot.
The dot to dot. This, like I told you guys. So I'll print some more of those out, and that's easy. She doesn't need for me to sit with her to do that, and she'll just do it.
Easy, and it's fun.
You like the connect the dots?
It's kind of like connect the wibbly eyes.
Okay. Okay, girl, come on.
real
Let's
bad
focus on our work list so we can get it done, okay? That's all the work that I have to do with her today, as far as that. Her dad is gonna come back because he went to the school to pick up some stuff from the school. And we'll see what her teacher sends home. But I mean, honestly, I have so much stuff at home that I'd feel fine just teaching Ava. I have a passion of teaching my kids. You know, I take it's like my responsibility, me and my husband, to teach them what I want them to learn. I don't put that solely on the teachers to teach them how to read, to teach them how to do math. You know, I work a lot with them at home because at the end of the day, we're parents and parents are their first teachers, in my personal opinion. So that's our schedule so far for the day. Right now it's 9:46, girl, and we're just rolling through it. Oh, Ava's done with her work already. It's only 10:30. I'm gonna let her have some iPad time until her sister is just about done. If not, I'll just give her a little bit of busy work, but all of her work here is done for the day. Oh, she still has to read. So this is the book she's gonna read during independent reading. And so I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee now until Zara's last classes are over.
これをやって今日は終わりにする。9かける足す
I have all of Ava's stuff ready to go. This is from her school that she'll do a little bit every single day, as well as the stuff that I have for her. So it's lunchtime now. So now the girls are gonna make their own lunch. Zara's done with her online classes. The girls are gonna make their own lunch, and then we'll have recess. Read aloud time. The girls want me to read a story from the Children's Book of Virtues. It's like their favorite little story for me to read to them in here. And so I think it's about courage. It's called The Stars in the Sky. I'm gonna read that and then they'll do independent reading. Right now it is 1:12. Oh, Zara! Your pony looks beautiful. We did Art for Kids. You can stream it on YouTube Kids or the YouTube app. We love their channel. They have like detailed instructions for kids how to draw anything you can think of. And so Zara drew a unicorn and Ava drew ice cream. And we also did a little bit of writing after our read aloud, and now school is over, girl. Whew, it's 3 o'clock, 3:07. It's been a long day. Casting the video to the TV so she can listen to it. So a couple of tips for anybody who maybe feels like their kids are just pulling at them in all different directions, and maybe you have 3 or 4 children and you just don't know how to split up your time. I would definitely suggest staggering their learning times. Everybody's different. I know not everybody is using Google Classroom or Zoom where your child can see your teacher. If the case is where you have several children that need your attention, you need to stagger their learning times, meaning you work with one early in the morning and then the next one maybe mid-morning and then the next one in the afternoon. And then the rest of the time, you need to find some sort of busy work. Use your coloring books, use the construction paper, glue sticks, all that kind of stuff. If you don't have that stuff at home, girl, an empty box. Children will find a million things to do with an empty box, okay? So think about that. Now, if you are a parent where you are working from home and you cannot just stop working to work with your child, you know, the great thing about this, you guys, it's a flexible schedule. Okay, so you can either get up really early with your child before you log into work, try to log into work a little bit later. And I pray that any companies that you guys are working for is being very sympathetic and understanding at the fact that you have no choice and your child is at home with you. So hopefully they're being understanding, but you can also always use your lunch breaks. You can, after you log off for the evening at 5 o'clock, you could do your learning time with your child then. That's the great thing, because your child doesn't have to wake up early, you know, all the time. Maybe you let them sleep in and then you let them stay up a little bit later so that you can work with them after you get off of work or after your spouse gets off of work. Or you guys, if your spouse is at home as well, which I'm sure most of your spouses are, unless they're in the healthcare field, you guys kind of switch off. One gets a good 2 hours of work while the other works with the children for 2 hours and kind of switch like that. But again, I pray that your companies are being understanding and, you know, because you have no choice in the matter. This is out of our control. We can only manage our time the best way possible. So those are a few tips for those who are feel like you have multiple children and they're all pulling you, asking you for a million things. And then another thing is have your older child work with your younger child. Sometimes Zara, for our read aloud, she wants to read the book to Ava, or Ava wants to read the book to her, and so I let them do that, and that's kind of frees up a little bit of time for me. They have them play together, interact together. The art class, the art for kids, that's something that they can do together, but definitely utilize your older children to help your younger children so that it frees up your time a little bit more. I also wanted to add that if you are in a situation where your child's school or your kid's school is not sending you in for anything to teach them and you're kind of on your own, I would suggest taking this opportunity to just teach your children things that you want to teach them about life, which is just as valuable, just spending time with them as what they'll learn in school. So, you know, maybe you want to teach your children, I don't know, multiplication or division or how to tell time. Today, my girls and I, we baked banana bread together for the first time. So I was teaching them the difference between ripe bananas and unripe bananas, and we were going over fractions with baking and banana bread.
It can be really, really good.
Okay.
And these.
Okay. And Ava, what about you? Why do you think we're gonna use these bananas and not these?
These ones just picked, and if we just use them, we're gonna waste them. And that's why we're using these leftovers ones from last time.
Okay, well actually, let me explain to you why we're going to use these. These, when they have lots of brown spots on them like that, that means they're ripe. Does anyone know what it means when a fruit is ripe? What, Zara?
Okay, so ripe means, I'll let Ava go actually.
Okay, Ava, go ahead.
Ripe means that they're old and they're nasty and they're dirty.
That is not what ripe means.
Zara?
Ripe
means...
No phones.
Ripe means like, when it's brown like this, that means you left it out for a few days. And when you leave it out for a few days, then you get really squishy. Like an apple would have like a mold hole inside, and a banana would get brown and stuff, and an orange would get like green or black spots.
Well, actually, ripe means that they are very, very sweet. That's what it means.
So you can eat ripe?
Yes. That means they're very, very sweet. Almost to the point where they're gonna go bad. So that's why we were going to, no, they're not sour. They're just not as sweet as these, but we're gonna use these before they go too ripe to the point where we can't use them, which is why we're going to use them for the bread. These would not be sweet enough for banana bread. So let's get baking. And maybe if you have older children, you can teach them about budgeting and how credit cards work, what they're used for, what this means with the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. And if there are things that you don't know that you want to learn, you can learn with your family or with your children. You guys can learn all together as a family. Girl, Google is your best friend. So look at it like it's a blessing, like you're going to be able to influence your children in a very positive way by not only teaching them different things that you've gone through in life, but also just spending quality time together, which is such a blessing. Now I have a confession to make, girl. Listen, there was a couple days where after 12 o'clock, I'm like, listen, I just need a mental break. You know what I mean? Where I would go in our room, close the door, and I just did not want to be bothered because I was just so overwhelmed. Everything happened so fast that it took me a minute to like just grasp what was going on, to not worry myself going crazy and have that kind of energy around my children, because when they see me nervous and anxious, then they get nervous and anxious, and I want to stay calm and everybody be healthy and happy, you know, because I am, you know, caring for my parents and I'm making sure that they have everything they need because they are quarantined. They don't leave the house because they're in that age bracket and group of Americans who are being warned not to leave their house. So between my sister and I and my husband, we've been getting everything that they need. And so thankfully everybody's safe, and that's all you can really pray for at this time. What I find comfort in is just reading my Bible. I've been reading Psalms, and it's really giving me a sense of calmness to know and remember that God is in control, and that when we know that God is in control and our faith is strong, everything that's going on, we don't need to be fearful of. So that, I'm a Christian, so I speak from a Christian perspective, and so that has been very calming for me. But that is how our day has been. Leave a comment down below and let me know what is going on with you and your family and in your world. How are you guys coping with this? Any kind of videos that you want me to post, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Again, I'm going to be talking about, you know, how to deal with your finances. I feel horrible. You get on Facebook and you see different people saying, you know, they're out of work and out of pay for 3 weeks. Some people, that is detrimental to them. Some people live paycheck to paycheck, and some people have only 1 or 2 streams of income to rely on. And so It's like more than ever now it's time to diversify our income and have those extra streams coming in. But again, I'm going to be doing separate videos about that. But leave a comment down below and let me know what's going on in your world. What does your schedule look like? How have you guys been coping with kind of being thrown into homeschooling? Luckily for me, like I've kind of homeschooled my girls, you know, since I have a lot of stuff homeschooling related, because I kind of homeschooled them when they were in pre-K and kindergarten and stuff, Zara. So I have a lot of stuff. So it's not all the way new to me, but I know some of you have never homeschooled before, never had to teach your kid at home. And so it can be overwhelming, but you know what? It will be done, because at the end of the day, as parents, we are our children's first teachers. So again, leave a comment down below and let me know, how's it going for you? How's your schedule going? And again, I pray everybody is safe in Jesus' name and healthy in Jesus' name. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you can tap my picture on the screen, and you can also check out my previous video right next to it, and all of my social media platforms all listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.